everybody. Hope everybody's doing really well today. I am here to do my May 2022 wrap up, which seems kind of crazy to me. I don't know about y'all, but it feels like this month literally flew by. I had a decent coloring month. Overall, I colored 19 pages in 9 books. So that's pretty good, but I do have to say this was a very color by number heavy month for me. It just happens, right? Sometimes I color much more non-color by number, and some months it's the other way around. But I'm still really like the pictures that I did this month, and I do hope to chit chat, right? So we can maybe start off with the picture that I'm most proud of this month, and it's potentially one of my favorite pictures I've ever colored. So this month I colored my second ever Kirby page, which is a huge achievement because a while ago I did a whole video about books that intimidate me, and I mentioned anything by Kirby. I'm pretty sure it was the first one that I talked about, and I was like, anything by Kirby Rosanas just scares me because it's so detailed and so beautiful. But I did pick up this book, gosh, last year in August, I think, while I was visiting the US, and I did a page last year, and then I pulled it out again because I was just in the mood, and I don't know what got into me, but I actually did a double page spread, which, one, I never do double page spreads, and two, having it be a Kirby page, I was a little bit of an overachiever, I guess you could say. But I really, really like how it turned out. I think most of it fits into the frame this way. So it is 100% colored pencils. There's no water mediums or anything like that. I used, I think, solely Brute Funners, if I'm not mistaken. I might have, the black that I used a little bit might have been my Prismacolor black, but 99% of this is my Brute Funners. The background I did in a water-based marker because I wanted to black it out. I don't own any paints, whether it's water-based or any. I don't own any paint. So it was either actually coloring the background with color pencils or just blacking it out. And I wanted a solid background because so much was happening in the foreground. And then also I used the opportunity to actually black out a bunch of like little things that were happening. There were like little knickknacks floating around and all these other things in the background, and I couldn't be bothered, one, and two, they didn't contribute anything to the image in my opinion, so I just blacked them out. I actually considered blacking out this little fairy thing, but I ended up keeping it, and I like how I think it looks cute. But there was many, like, you know, the miscellaneous items in these book pages, like there's this card, right? There's a horseshoe. So what I usually try to do is I will color the random items, like part of the color palette that I have going regardless in this image, to kind of help it blend in. But I left the white card white just because why not? There are very slight touches of metallic gel pen. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, like this necklace here. The string itself is a metallic gel pen. And then I added a little bit like here on the jewelry. Again, I don't know how well it's showing up. And then also up here in the jewelry as well. But aside from that, it's all matte. I really, really like how it turned out. It did take me quite a long time. This is one of the reasons why I didn't color as much this month as I may have in other months. But I love this page. I do have to say, not a big fan of the fact that this goes literally into the fold and it doesn't even align at the fold. Like if you look at this rose here, for example, you could see it's like chopped up in half. So I don't love that, but I just kind of went with it. It is what it is, but I love this page. So happy. There was a little bit of shading, like from the marker, it comes up a little bit on the back, but honestly, it's fine with me because I am so scared to color in these books as it is that I would rather just use a medium that I feel comfortable with, and then maybe either sacrifice a page or something like this. I could easily save it. you know, that's not a deal breaker for me. So I'm excited. And yes, I did count this as 2 pages because it's a double page spread. So I guess now I have 3 pages done in this book, this 2-parter, and then the one that I did last year. Did this one, I think September of 2021. So really happy to have more done in this book. And every time like I look at it or I look at other people's work in these books, I just want to work on them because it's so pretty, but it does take quite a long time and I'm just slow at coloring in general. But that's the first picture and potentially one of my favorite pictures of all time that I've done. So moving on to a really quick page that I did in Camellia Angelkova's 50 Diminutive Countryside Scenes. One day I was just like, I really want to color in that book. I don't know why, I just like, I want to color in it, right? So I snagged it up and it's the second page I've ever done. So this one I did last month and then I did this one and I just wanted it to be blue. I could provide zero rhyme or reason for you on this one. I just wanted a blue page. So I did this one. It is alcohol marker based. And then I shaded with Brute Funners on top. Is it my favorite picture of all time? No. Could I have spent more time on this picture and added more shading and such? Yes. But was I done with it? Yes. I colored it, I enjoyed it, I got it out of my system because I wanted a blue page and I wanted it to be in this book. Check mark, done, I am content. So I got my blue page. So really happy with this book. I did see that she just recently released, was it Farm Animals? 50 cute farm animals. And I considered getting that one, but honestly, I own 2 of these books. I have this one and the Christmas one, and I don't color in them enough to justify getting another one. But that one is really cute if you didn't see the new release. Moving on to another Camellia Angelkova book in my collection, and definitely the most loved one. It's my 50 Stylish Mandalas. Adore this book. Absolutely adore this book. And I just go in order in here. And I did a handful of images. But I was actually really excited because I was able to make it past the 50% mark in this book. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that was from last month. So I'm more than 50% done with this book, which is great. I would love to finish it this year. And honestly, I think once I finish it, I could definitely foresee myself getting another copy. With something like mandalas, I don't mind doing them multiple times because it's so much about the color palette that you choose, right? But I love this book. Anyways, so I have this one, and I think this was a color palette I found online. I think this one was as well. Not very springy, but I love muted color palettes. This one was 0 color palette. It was just super duper detailed compared to the other ones in this book. And I just wanted to use 100% gel pens. So as you can see, it's very shiny. Look at all that shine. So I just picked random gel pens. The color palette is all over the place, but it's happy. It's very happy. There is some yellowing from this mandala. I think it's that mandala. Yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, 100% gel pen. And for the most part, I use my Ohuhus in here. I do have some other alcohol markers that are the cause of the yellowing. Ohuhus don't do that, at least for me. Then I did this one, which was also a color palette I found online. I think that's it. Oh, there's one more. Really like it. And then I did this one. Gosh, I think it was an online color palette. I could be wrong though. And there's just some gel pen. This green is some metallic gel pen. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, actually this one's doing yellowing too. It's for the other markers that I own, it's the warm colors, like the oranges and the warm browns that cause yellowing. Whatever, I'll easily cover that up. But that's it. So this is page 28 in the book and out of 50, so more than 50% done, which is wonderful. And then I have also done like this book belongs to page. Look at all that wonderful yellowing. And then I've also done this one. So I'm making great progress. Would love, love, love to finish this book this year. And I mentioned this many, many times, but I am moving this year back to the US. So I need to narrow down my collection. So if I could finish it before I move, so by the end of September, fingers crossed, then I could film a full flip, and then I would feel at peace recycling this, because I would have a record of like all the images and how they looked, and then I could always get myself a new copy once I'm already in the US, because obviously it's available on Amazon. So moving on to my color by number pages for the month. And as I mentioned, it's the majority of my pages this month. I worked in my Disney Babies Circles by Hatchet Heroes. I whip this book out maybe every other month. It's really cute. And I just use water-based markers. In here, I picked this page solely based on the color palette. I have a smaller set of water-based markers now because so many of them dried out, you know, and I've thrown them out and stuff. So I'm just trying to color pictures that I actually have the colors for. I don't want to buy a new set of water-based markers just yet. So I had all the colors for this page. That's why I went for it. And it's, what are the Huey, Dewey, and Louie, right? I'm not very well educated on the Mickey and Gang, but I think it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I feel like I've watched enough like coloring book Disney collections and like Disney videos. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I think it's the 3 Huey, Dewey, Louie. So very nice. The purple's obviously dying, but this book is really cute. But if you're considering getting this book, just be warned. There's 2 types. There's, you know, these kind of pages, but then there's also, no, of course now I can't find it. These kind of pages. These, not a big fan, but the other ones are very nice. So that is Disney Babies Circles. And then moving on to another book I would love to finish this year. Probably unrealistic, but I would hope to. And is my Gran Classiques Volume 8 by Hatchet Heroes, obviously also Disney. I did a couple in here. Again, it's a little difficult at this point with the color palettes because of the limited number of markers that I have. So I think I'm going to start switching more to colored pencils. I do have more colored pencil shades at this point. So I did this page. I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. Again, I picked it based on the color palette. Let's see, page 55. Who is you? Let's see. 55. It's from Dumbo. Okay. I don't believe I've ever seen Dumbo. Also, I changed up the background now that I look at it. As you can see, the background was supposed to be like light beige, but I don't really have that many browns left because they were like the first ones to run dry. So I just did the blue, which I think is fine. It doesn't, you know, it's a background to me. I'm like, oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take away from the character. But yeah, so I did this little guy or lady, I don't know, from Dumbo. And then I did one more, which is this one. So I think I also changed up the background. Yes, I did. So this, like back here, was supposed to be more shades of brown. And I felt like there was already so much brown in this image, and I just literally didn't have any more browns. So I just went with the blue. Again, doesn't take away from the image at all, at least in my humble opinion. So that's what it looks like. I do always get a little upset when like the black leaks, you know, from using another marker over it, but it is what it is. So yeah, and then I think I might have also changed up this blue. It might have supposed to be a different color to like outline his beard and stuff. I could be wrong, it's hard to see, but I might have also changed up that color. Just getting creative, you know. It's fine, it's fine. But I am making a decent progress in this book. I have a tally going somewhere. Okay, so I am 46 pages deep in here, which almost 50%, right? So pretty happy because there's 100 pages in this book. So maybe this month I'll try to hit the 100. Oh no, that definitely will not be happening. Maybe I'll try to hit 50 this month. We will see. June appears to be another really busy month for me, so we shall see. But yeah, I love these books. I'm so tempted to get more. They keep on releasing really beautiful ones. I really like the girl power one that they released recently, but I just can't justify it with the move upcoming because I'll have to transport the books and they're heavy. So, but if you're looking at them, 1000% would recommend. But definitely look up a flip to make sure that you're getting one with the characters that you actually care for. So then moving on to my Pixel book. This is the Hatchet Heroes Buddies, the Pixel version. I really like this book. I did 2 pages in here, or actually I think more. I did more than 2. I did this one, and gosh, again, I can't remember what story this is from. Is this from Alice in Wonderland? Oh gosh, I'm awful. 13. Let's see. Oh, it just says Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Well, I don't know where they're from, but those are their names. And I obviously just used the cross and the dot method in here. This book is great for traveling. So if I go somewhere and I want to bring coloring, I usually grab this one. Then I did this page from either Finding Nemo or Finding Dory, not fully sure. But again, I picked these based on the color palette. So this was an easy one. Very nice. One more, last one. I hope you can see this one. It's a little light and I wish I had done the dot method or like the full squares in here because it's a little bit difficult to see, but it's Bambi. So very cute. Again, lots of shades of brown, a lot of brown. So, but yeah, this book is super duper cute. I counted and I think I'm like 1/3 of the way done or something like that with this book. Let's see how many images there are. So there are a total of 40 in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, okay, 12. I think that's it. Okay, so 12 out of 40, so I'm more than 25% done. Love it. I don't know if I want to set myself the goal of finishing it this year. We'll see. But for the last couple of months, I have been doing at least 1 page because I really enjoy this book. So we shall see. Something about the Pixel books I find so relaxing. And kind of in the same realm, I have my Belba Family Party Patterns. This is a newer book to me. I got it 2 months ago maybe, and I've been really, really enjoying it. I did 2 pages. Did this one, which I believe is Mother's Day, which Mother's Day was this month, so that's why I did it. I think it's really cute. I love this book. I don't know. I just really like Pixel. I find it so relaxing, and I feel like Belba Family does Pixel books so well. And they have a variety of different ones that I could not recommend them more. I have fully completed one of their Pixel Mandala books. Loved it. Wouldn't mind picking it up a second time because I really enjoyed the process. And then I also did this one, which I believe they call like Ice Cream Party. I liked the vibrant background. Love me a poppy background. And it is finally getting sort of warm here. It has cooled off last couple of days, but it was really warm here and I got my first ice cream of the season, so I felt like it was really appropriate to do this page. So I love this book. Honestly, it's so much fun. It's so relaxing, and because it's a pattern, it's also even less, I don't know how to say, it's even more like brainless just putting color to a page, especially because of the repeating pattern. So love it. We'll definitely be coloring in here more. And I've done a handful in here already. Yeah, I'm tracking it this way because they have like a ledger in the beginning. So I've done 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've done 6 pages here. So maybe I'll do Father's Day next because Father's Day is coming up. But honestly, I have not really been following the necessarily like holiday because like I did Valentine's Day last month and it was not Valentine's Day, but I just wanted to do the page. Moving on to my beloved and very abused book. It's my Disney Princesses Dots, Waves, Lines, Spirals coloring book. I feature this almost every single month. I love this book. I definitely hope to finish it in one day. Definitely not anytime soon, but I did 2 pages. The first one is of Mulan, and my my gel pen ran out halfway through, but that was fine. I just swapped. These books are fabulous for using up some of your gel pens that you have kicking around that, you know, you kind of have a little bit left of. That's a lot of what I do in this book, is just basically use those gel pens, because I don't really care if the color changes. I know some people do, but to me, it's all about the experience, so that's fine. Then I also did this one, which is Elsa from Frozen. The dots are my least favorite, but I actually really enjoyed this one. I had like a long training I had to listen to, but I didn't have to participate in. So I listened to it and just kind of did this picture. So it was nice to be able to do something with my hands, because I get quite fidgety. I do have a whip in here. Looks like this, also a dot method, but it's obviously not completed. So I'm also making some really good progress in this book. Let's see how many I have done. I know I have a tally. Okay, I have 27 done. I have 27 done out of 52. So I'm more than halfway done, which is fabulous. And that tally might not be 100% correct. I might have done more, because sometimes I do forget to add the little dash, but it's not a big deal. So more than 50% done with this book. I've traveled with this book. It's gone to the US with me twice already. I brought it with me when I flew. I think I brought it with me to Italy a couple of months ago. So she has traveled. She is kind of beat up, like peeling here, but I really like this book. And from what I remember, it was really inexpensive on Amazon. So I'm getting more than my money's worth on this one. And then the last book I'm going to talk about today is one of my beloved Thomas Pavit. Still don't know how to say the man's name. One of his books. So it is the Villain Spiroglyphics, Disney Villain Spiroglyphics, and I do just go in order in this book. I did this one. Again, my gel pen ran out, so I had to swap, but that's fine. I think the other one's from last month, yeah. So I did the Evil Stepmother last month, did this one this month. It's very glittery. It's very shiny, but I find these so relaxing, and I am more than halfway done. So there are 20 images in here, I think. Yeah, there are 20. I did 11. So slowly getting there. Hopefully I'll be able to do another one this month. I tend to just leave either this book or the Disney book, the Disney Princesses Spiroglyphics Dots book, just on my desk. And whenever I have a couple spare minutes, I'll just color in it and then put it back. So I think I'm gonna finish the Disney Princess page I currently have going, the dot one, and then maybe I'll whip out this one. So this book is great. He also has the Harry Potter one, right, that I own, that I love, and then also I think an animals one. There might also be like a city one, I'm not sure. But he hasn't released one in a while. The Harry Potter was his latest release. I could be wrong on that, but I believe the Harry Potter one was his last one. So I'm anxious to see what he releases next, because I love his books. They're super cute, really relaxing. And then this paper is also fabulous. Like, that's nice paper. So that is my Thomas Pavit Spiroglyphics Disney Villains. But that is it. So that's a total of 9 books, 19 pages. Again, I did count the double spread as 2 pages. But yeah, pretty good month. I'm really excited for June. I don't know how much coloring I'll get done, to be fully honest, but we'll see. I'm currently working on a Hannah Carlson page in her newest book as a buddy color. And then I also have that Disney page, the dot page going. But I'm really, really anxious to color in a new book that I got. It's called like Lady Spring, I believe. And it's just beautiful. I found it on Etsy. based on somebody's collection video. Immediately I was like, where'd you get it? It's just so cute. It was beautiful. So I have that, and I think that's gonna be the next book I color after Hannah Carlson. So, but yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see everybody in the next one. Bye.